Let's go back in time. Join me in my time machine and we'll set the controls of the TARDIS for exactly 1 year ago. Now, on our Facebook page during the week, we've been running this little exercise called This Time Last Year, because I think we have just lived through the anniversary of the week when everything changed. At the start of this week, back in 2020, everything seemed almost normal. We had all heard about this coronavirus thing. There was a lot of fear and worry and anxiety about it, but we were mostly all still going to work as usual. We were going to school as usual. We were going to the shops. We were going to church. We were having breakfast in the family centre, singing our hearts out in the service, eating pizza at youth cell. And then as we went through that next week, all of us, I think, can remember when we did different normal things for what turned out to be the last time. The last time going to the shops, the last time going out for a meal, the last time getting the bus to school. Of course, lots of these things we have done again in some shape or form during the ensuing year. Some of them have still not returned to normal yet a year later, but we really had that sense that over that week, life went from being pretty much what we had always known it to be, to this whole new world that even a year later we are still struggling with and still trying to get used to. I think all of us had a little moment when finally everything clicked, whether it was the day that they announced that we had to go home from the office and work from home, or the days that the schools closed down and we were told to start homeschooling. Or perhaps for many of us, I think maybe it was that moment when we went down the toilet roll aisle in Tesco's and there was acres of empty shelves in front of us and we thought, this is very strange. This has never happened before. While the specific details of that story are different for every single one of us, I would imagine that we were all going through a lot of very similar emotions. Real anxiety, real fear, a sense that the world had changed completely and we didn't know what to do about it and what to make of it. A kind of a real creeping dread, a slightly surreal feeling that we were living in the middle of a sci-fi movie and not in real life. And that real sense of isolation, compounded by the fact that that was what we were being told to do. Stay at home, close the door, bar the door, lock yourself off from all other human contact. And so at that moment, when we all needed a hug, we needed contact and communication and conversation and just the fellowship of other people more than we ever did before, was possibly, I think for a lot of us, a really lonely moment. Everyone felt, you folks over in Belvoir on the other side of the city from us, that felt like a million miles away. And all our friends and our family only able to talk to mum and dad through a scratchy, glitchy video call. There was a deep-seated sense that we were scattered. That was a good word for it. And then, as the weeks went on, we began to feel, and this was profound, this changed everything. We began to feel that we weren't just scattered, we were scattered together.